Amazon MGM's live adaptation to Boom Studios' comic Butterfly is on its way to Prime Video today. And we had an opportunity to talk with Reina Hardesty, Piper Perabo, Louis Landau, and Tae-hee Kim about action and espionage, working with Daniel Day Kim, and a little bit more. And here's what they had to say. Check it out. And I want to talk about this thing here because, yes, we know that this is it stems from this book. And going into something that's already pre-existing, were there any challenges for you for that? Like any worry about bringing this to life after it's already set in stone on page?
Yeah, well, I feel like from the beginning, we're already kind of going off the page into like now it's going to be set in Korea, you
Yeah.
know, and our like things have been shifting so much already that when I was auditioning, I purchased the graphic novel and I read it, but I was kind of like, okay, I see how this was like the springboard, but we're gonna like really make it our own while staying true to the source material. But it was such a collaborative process that I started to feel very like, okay, everybody in this room, like we know what we're talking about and we know what we're doing. And we're gonna create this rich world together, especially with like the backdrop of Korea.
Mm.
It helps you like fill out the space so much, you know?
Raina, I gotta tell you, I'm in love with this Rebecca character, simply because of your portrayal of her and how you bring her to life. I gotta ask, balancing like that cold assassin persona mixed with a little bit of that emotion. Tell me about putting that together for this character.
First off, thank you so much.
You're
That means
welcome.
a lot to me. I think that we as humans are very complex, and in our modern society, like we all have big feelings and we all have many different sides. But in our modern society, we learn to hold it together and kind of like be level-headed, if you will. What I loved about Rebecca's character is that she gave me permission to be extreme all the time and like do these twists and turns where it's like I'm going to feel everything deeply or I'm going to shut it off and there's really no in between and I
Mhm.
liked that. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to like having those kinds of emotions, you know? And that was
Yeah.
something that made me really fall in love with her. But honestly, that's what I connected with in her. And I feel like even if I didn't feel immediately emotionally connected, which I did, but like if you just think about like the circumstances, like they're so intense. She's been through so much that it's so easy to justify maybe not killing people, but just the extreme mood swings, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love she's not the typical protagonist. She holds it together or attempts it seems that she's holding it all together very, very well throughout. And that was the intriguing thing about it. It's like you're on her journey with her and she's very flawed, but like you said, it all makes sense. And I we have to talk about the father-daughter dynamic between you and Daniel. Talk about working alongside him and how did you guys put it all together as far as that back and forth toxicity between the two of you?
Um, Daniel made it so easy. I was definitely something I was a little worried about, but the first time I met him, I just like relaxed because he is so warm. He took me under his wing and he was so collaborative. And I just felt like it was so easy to talk about it. We really talked about it. We did our homework. We were like, okay, so what was it like when mom died? Like, what did we do that night? What kind of food did you like to make me when I was upset? So when you're filling in all those little gaps, and you don't even have to be thinking about it as long as you like have that shared past and then you just bring it into the scene like it just gives you a different type of weight together that you can't really put words to, you know.
Yeah.
And he was so game for that and took so much time with me to really be nerdy actors together, and for that like I'm so grateful.
And before we wrap up, we got to talk about the physicality and the training. Did you guys do a lot of that together, or was that more one-on-one?
Yeah, so before I came to Korea, I was doing my own thing with it, but then
Mm.
I came to Korea a month before we started shooting, and we would be doing a lot of the combat training together,
Yeah.
definitely. And Daniel has way more experience with that world, so he was, giving me a few pointers. Again, like kind of just taking me under his wing, like he felt like a father figure in so many
Yeah.
ways. Um, so we did work on it together, and there was even a scene in the Makgeolli bar, like when we're doing that fight in there, I accidentally hit him for real. And then he was like, it's okay. It happens every time. And he like made me feel okay about it, you know, but he was so game to like work together on everything.
Yeah, it's awesome. It all came together very well. You kicked some serious butt in this, and I can't wait for people to see it on August 13th. All 6 episodes.